All right. Hopefully this is happening. I am live. Good. Sorry, I decided to show up fashionably late for my own show. I wanted to print some stuff before I went live, and I got to tell you something. I realized a funny thing about myself, but let's see. All right, there I am. Yep, there we go. So, I am the queen of telling people that the majority of people out there don't give a hoot like what ingredients are in something. They want to know what it does. Okay. I say this all the time. And then I feel like if I don't say what's in it, that I don't sound legit, you know? So at the last minute, I start printing off these fact sheets like a crazy person. And guess what's not on the fact sheets anymore? There's hardly anything about the ingredients. It's all about the benefits, which is what it should be. That's what people are interested in. I know this. But it's just funny because old me, I'm always thinking statistics are still interesting, but I don't know. It's a new day. People are interested in different stuff. So I actually have to practice what I preach. Anyway, I digress. I'm Michelle Fox. I have a YouTube channel and a Facebook page, Michelle Fox Beauty. And also joining us this evening is my private group, my actual customers. So I'm super excited to be broadcasting to so many different places tonight. I'm trying to kill several birds with one stone, I guess. But I just thought this would be fun to have several audiences tonight. So hopefully I will be able to address everyone. Make sure that you comment. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know if you're wearing jammies like I am. I had my hair back real cute today, but it was starting to give me a headache. So I just let it all go down crazy now. So I'm going to go through my nighttime routine. Truth be told, if I don't have makeup on, I'm not always super good about doing this, even though I know, I know there's always a benefit to doing skincare no matter what, that it's not just about washing your makeup off, but I can be a lazy little bugger. But I had false eyelashes on today. And so there is so much stuff on my eyes. It's going to take a minute to get all this off. I use an oil-free eye makeup remover that is extremely popular. This is Mary Kay oil-free eye makeup remover. And, the eye makeup remover is going to be either oil-based or oil-free. And the benefit of an oil-free is that you can use it morning or evening. And then as soon as you're done using it, you could reapply makeup. So in other words, like if I did this in the morning, which I do, then I can put on my eye color and my mascara right afterwards, as opposed to when you're using an oil-based eye makeup remover, then that oily residue makes it impossible to follow up with any eye makeup. There is a time and a place for an oil-based. That almost rhymed. There's a time and a place for an oil-based eye makeup remover. Like if you have glue that you need to get off from your false eyelashes. So I struggled today. Oh my gosh. So I started out, not that you care, but I'm looking for like the perfect set of false eyelashes. There's just a certain look that I want to achieve. This always blows my mind how it looks just like my real eyes. Anyway, I mostly just do it for on camera. And so I thought I finally had it. And I was using like clear glue. Lately, I've been using like a black liner glue, and it wasn't doing the trick. So then I used a black liner glue, and then that was kind of patchy. So then I used my regular liner on top of that. And then later in the day, I got tired of wearing the lashes. So I took those off and I put on regular mascara. So like I said, I've got a whole heap and helping of stuff on my eyes. I normally only need one, round per eye, but tonight is going to be a few. But something that you can do to minimize tugging on your eye is how I'm like setting it on my eye and letting it do the work rather than, rubbing. I do have a tendency to be a little bit aggressive. I don't ever think I am, but I see myself afterward and I'm like, yeah, I probably could have done that a little more gently. But if you just kind of leave it here and then, sort of pull away, it should take quite a bit off just on its own. That's the plan. But in my case, I've got so much on, it's ridiculous. And what's really weird is like I know for a fact how thorough and how good this eye makeup remover is. And when I do false eyelashes the next day, I still will have stuff that will still come off. It's crazy. Which I guess deep down in my heart of hearts, I don't think they're probably that good for you. False eyelashes. What do you guys know about it? I first started I first tried just regular ones with the glue. It was awful. I was terrible at it. So then I used the magnetic ones and I liked it. I got a kick out of it. And I mean I still looked like a goofball, but I was able to do it. But it has formaldehyde in it. So I don't know if that was why, but I got this horrendous growth along my lash line. And so I stopped using that. Then I found a different kind of glue that looked like a liner that I didn't have to put it on the lash. I just put it right on my eye. And so I used that successfully for quite a while. But I don't know. Getting back to the laziness thing, mascara just feels like it takes so long to do. But oh my God, I could still have more in there. I can just feel it. Well, probably good enough for now. Isn't that crazy? Let me look at my mirror. This is insane. All right, I got to do one more. I should be extra careful about my eyes because I got a lot of stuff wrong with them. But I'm not careful really about much. All right. So if you've ever used an oil-free eye makeup remover, or if you can compare it to an oil-based, I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. The oil-based, I mean, that gets the job done for sure, but it's going to leave like an oily residue. All right, here, we're getting down to brass tacks because look, it's finally, all right, good. All right, close enough. Fabulous. All right, feel free to comment at any time. I think I can see all of your comments. I'm in StreamYard, so for me to see your name for real, you have to give StreamYard permission if you're on a Facebook platform. If you're on YouTube, I think I can see you no matter what. All right, here's my new thing. I've been doing micellar water before I use my age-fighting cleanser. And that is because I always have a lot of layers. I'm telling you all my secrets. But, I've got my foundation and, I've got highlight and contour. And I always have some kind of powder, like a finishing powder. And so that's just a lot of stuff for the cleanser to kind of have to fight through. So I used the micellar water, like I think in a couple of demos. And I just liked that it felt like it was just getting that all out of the way so that when I used the age fighting stuff, that it could really do what it's meant to do. It didn't have all this other jive to deal with. So I've been doing that for a while. And I don't know, maybe it's just a psychological thing, but I feel like it's a smart thing to do. And also, this is great for like micellar water is just great for like if let's say I'm working out, which I haven't in a super long time, but when I used to, so I would get up, work out. I didn't really have any makeup on, but I still had like kind of that yucky feeling on my face, so I could use micellar water just for like a super quick clean. So yeah, that gets a lot of yucky stuff off too. All right, so now we're moving and grooving. So here's more important and interesting things to say. We need to clean our face consistently. I'm talking to myself as well. Even before there were age fighting ingredients, just by virtue of consistently deep cleaning, taking off the dirt, oil, and makeup, and then deep cleaning your pores and exfoliating and moisturizing, just by doing those steps consistently, women had amazing looking skin. Nowadays, we've got all that, we know those steps, we know that. Plus, we have all of these powerful ingredients like resveratrol, peptides, retinol. I mean, we got no excuse really. So we just need to do it. That's the problem, right? We know what to do. We just need to do it. So this is a 4-in-1 cleanser. This is Mary Kay. Okay, let me think. This is a long one. It's Mary Kay Time Wise 4-in-1 cleanser. Yeah, I guess that's all I have to call it. Mary Kay Time Wise 4-in-1 cleanser. I go between a couple different skincare sets. And so I use this one, and then I use one called Time Wise Repair. And this actually is for combination to oily skin. I've been feeling more oily lately. And if I was at a sink, this last time I had like a little dipping bowl. I should have done that again. But if I was at a sink, this would lather a little bit. But it's thin enough that I can spread it without doing that. But anyway, so there's a formula for combination to oily, and there's a formula for normal to dry. But it is super important that we are, cleaning all that crud off our face. And one really good picture thought is if you think about all the crud that's on your windshield, like we might feel like, well, I don't really need to wash my face because I don't even have any makeup on. No, but you've been out in the world, there's so much yuck in the environment. There's just dirt and dust and debris in the air around us. And, we don't really think about that. And then when we go to bed, we're like just pressing that into our skin. It's pretty disgusting. And the eyelash thing, I really don't like thinking about this. But there are such a thing as eyelash mites. They eat like leftover makeup and mascara and stuff. And that's, ugh. So that's another reason to make sure that you're cleaning all that off. Okay. So to help me make sure that I am more inclined to wash my face, I have one in the shower so that I, wash my face when I take a shower in the morning. And then I've got one above the sink. So make it easy. You know what I mean? Find the steps that are important to you. Like if you're not a person that's going to do 7 steps, then don't take on a 7-step routine. You know what I mean? Like figure out what's important to you, find the products that will meet those needs, and then make it as logical, make it as convenient to access as possible. That's how I live my life. All right. So in this series, I am showing you like my nighttime routine, and then I'm featuring like a different supplement that you may not be familiar with. And so this week I told my peeps that we would be talking about a sugar scrub and a Shea butter balm. This is actually on special if you are my customer. So the Shea, okay, I can't see anything without my glasses. Here we go. I think this one's the scrub. I'll find out in a second. But what is super important, and people don't always think about this, is that, let me feel it. Yep, that's it. So we used to have like a gritty thing that, what were those things called? But they ended up being in the ocean water and stuff. And so it became like a thing where we had to, get rid of it. But so now this is sugar, so it's a natural substance. So don't worry about that. I can still feel the glue in one of my eyes. So this literally is sugar. Like it tastes good when you're doing it. But you are massaging off like the dead skin. You're exfoliating your skin. Lots of reasons why. Okay. So if your lipstick looks kind of yucky, you can see like the dead skin on there, or you can see a lot of texture on your lips. Good reason to exfoliate. But not only that, we get, the creases and the wrinkles around our lips. That can be it's from aging, but it can also be from using a straw or from smoking. But, we start getting the little crinkles around there. And so just using this just to exfoliate even that skin around our lips is going to help that exfoliate. Always good. Exfoliating is right up there with moisturizing. Okay. All right. I can't talk and do this at the same time. Hold on. So okay, maybe I can. So you're just massaging it around. Yeah. So you do your lips, and This I just found out recently. I don't think I've ever done this, but supposedly you're supposed to massage it around and then you're supposed to leave it sit for like 20 minutes or something. I I don't remember how I found that out. It must have been one of the times I was printing off sheets. But I don't really get that. I mean, if anybody knows about this product in particular, like why it needs to rest, like what's happening during that time, I don't know. But I just do the rubby rubby and then I wipe it off. But getting back to like how you know when you need it, when your kids get like kind of the chapped lips that go all the way around, even beyond their lips, all the up in here and stuff. This will help that so much. But it's just a way to condition your lips. And so we need it in the summer, like from sun exposure, wind, when you're out on the boat, that kind of stuff. In the wintertime, from the dry air inside, from the cold air outside. It feels amazing. So, all right, so that's all done. And then you just wipe it off. Tastes really good. And then the second step is Shea Butter Balm. So let me tell you something. People talk about how they're like addicted to their chapstick and stuff. And that's unfortunate because that's kind of exactly what's happening. The chapstick, and I'm not saying just that brand in particular, but that waxy type of lip, it's not even a lip balm. I don't know what that is, but that waxy stuff, it is sitting on top of your lips. It's not really penetrating and healing. It's really just resting on top of your lips. So it makes it seem like it's doing the job, but it really isn't. And it has alcohol, which is then as that evaporates and dries, it makes your lips dry again. So it's very definitely a temporary fix. And then you need to reapply and reapply and reapply. So when they say they're addicted to it, that's what I'm picturing is like, well, yeah, because as soon as it evaporates, then you got to put it back on. You want something that actually heals and corrects and makes an improvement. So something like a shea butter is going to be absorbed into your lips. It's going to soften and moisturize, and that moisture is going to stay there. Okay, I get distracted. I talk and then I forget to do. Hold on. Okay. And okay, and you can put it, around the outside of your lips too. So like with my kids, it's been a minute since my kids were little, but when they would have those red weird lips in the wintertime from, licking their lips outside, I would put this all the way around before they went to bed. And in the morning it would be totally healed. So it's a wonderful product, but it will make your lipstick look better, last longer. The whole thing about exfoliating around here, making that skin smoother, is going to keep your lipstick, prevent it from feathering and bleeding. And so it's just making your lips better in every possible way. So this is a set. You can purchase them separately or as a set. So if you're my person, we can chat about that later. Okay, so moving on to the rest of my evening, the rest of my routine. I have a serum that I use before I put on my moisturizer, and then I don't usually put on eye cream, but I always feel guilty if I don't show you to put on eye cream because it's so important to take care of our eyes. And again, I always do in the morning, but at night it's just something that I kind of skip. I don't know why. It's weird. It's naughty. All right, so this is really cool. This has encapsulated resveratrol. It just feels really good. It's a serum. It's lightweight. It just there's just certain things that I just love how it feels on my skin, and therefore I'm more likely to do it. And that's one of them. And I know that it's very powerful, and so it just makes me feel good. So I put this on before my moisturizer. And you can kind of let that soak in a bit. and then use your moisturizer. And so my thoughts as far as, if you're going to take the time to, do your skincare at night, make sure that you find something that has ingredients that have been proven to do what you want it to do. So if you're over 40, you want something with resveratrol or retinol. You want to make sure it has peptides, vitamin B. Just look at the statistics, look at the reviews. Just make sure that it's got some positive feedback, because why waste your time? Right? You want to make sure that if you're making the effort, that you're going to see a return on your investment, as they say. So moisturizer up and out always. All right. And all right, this is part that I really don't ever do, but I'm going to do because that's what you're supposed to do. Eyes. I'm going to show you something you might not know. If you haven't been following me, you don't know. Otherwise, everybody that does follow me is going like, oh, I already know what she's going to say. So when you put your eye cream on, use your weakest finger because it's such a delicate area, but you want to follow the orbital bone. So you're following like this big circle around here. You can feel the bone rather than just going like really close to your lash line, because the heat of your body is going to draw that lotion closer. And a lot of people will say that the eye cream that they use makes their eyes water. And the problem is that they're probably applying it too close to their eye. So if you stay right in that orbital bone area, like I can feel the bone right here, my socket, the eye socket. So if you stay along that route where the eye socket is, and then just kind of let the heat of your body draw that in, it's covering all the space where you want it to cover, but it's not likely to get into your eye. That's the issue. There, that wasn't so bad. Under here. Make sure you get out here where your crow's feet are. All right, there. See, I'm all ready for bed. So I love this series because it makes me do it. I'm human, okay? I don't always do what I'm supposed to do. And so think about your routine. Do you have products that you believe in? If you need some recommendations or suggestions, or you're debating between a couple of them, chat with me. I have lots of experience with a variety of brands, and I can give you some honest thoughts. Okay. So thank you so much for your time. And if you have a certain product that you want me to chat about in the future, comment and let me know. Otherwise, I will see you next Thursday as you get your face ready for bed with me. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you then.